In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We are not liable for any personal financial decisions. Thank you.
What's up, guys? We're back for another episode of Blockchain Brew Show at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. We are in the house. What is going on, chat? How we doing today? Guys, if you're new here and you've never been here before, smash that like button because Trent's not here right now. He's coming, but don't smash it down if he's not here. So smash it up because that's what we want to see. Yeah, let's go, guys. And we got a subscribe bell. We ring the subscribe bell like this. I actually got a couple good things off it. You'll find it over here. YouTube shadows us. But over here on Kick and Rumble, they love us and we love them. So we hardly even have to ask over there to get that love because they always got our backs. But what is going on today, guys? Trent, he had to go get his brew. He left it at 7-Eleven. That's his favorite place to go. He will be here shortly. And on that note, I guess I'll just lead into whatever the heck really need to. I got coffee today, guys. Hey, still got my coffee going. I don't remember how many days it is. It feels like it's about 10 days, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that, where I have not had any alcohol. I'm just doing a little dry fast. Let's see how it goes, guys. I'm going to throw this up in the chart while we wait for Trent. Come on, let's go over the bubbles. What do you guys see, guys? What do you guys see? Guys, gals, guys? Who's in the chat right now? I mean, check. I'm so sorry. Emilia, hola. BP, what's crack-a-lackin', dude? DCA and pray first. Nah, you're not first, you're third. You almost were first. Emilia, I'm arguing about infant baptism with people on the internet. Good times. Hey, you know what? I was arguing about circumcision with random people on the internet because they were like, don't circumcise your child's genitalia area and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, it is what it is, man. They're like, my kid, my body, my rights. I mean, I like for you to chug your coffee, and man, I don't know. I have to think about that because I made that knowing that we only had like 10 people watching last time, so I didn't think it was possible. So now I have to really come up with a good number. Where is Will Liberty Finance on the chart? DCA and Pray, what is going on? We can jump right in there right now. We have to get through the crypto news section. Hey, we got Trent back, guys. Look, he's got his hat on. He's got his brew. He's smiling. He's happy to see you guys. He saw you guys all earlier today. Hey, shout out for everybody jumped into his stream and gave him that love, guys. We're still getting that morning show kicking. We still got it growing. That's right. All right.
Hey, you weren't getting feedback in the into your audio, were you?
No.
Because I had my computer audio was on and I didn't know it.
No,
so
I didn't get any.
You hear yourself talking in your own ear.
Nope, I didn't get any feedback at all.
That's
yeah.
good.
and I made a couple jokes about you while you were gone, so you just took one for the team.
I wouldn't expect anything different.
Right, me too.
Today I've got the other side of the prism from Green Cheek Beer Company in Orange, California. And this is a double dry hopped hazy double IPA coming in at 8.5% even. Here's our ASMR pop.
And if you guys get that likes up to 13, I'll chug my coffee. That's one more than yesterday. It has to be 13. I'll find that sweet spot where you guys can't get there. Look at that Prism can, guys, and his hops on Cordano glass. Let's go. Shout out to them. Shout out to them, because I know at some point in time they're gonna send me a case of beer too, so I can chug it on the show. I actually got a couple of beers in my fridge I've been saving, Trent. I was supposed to drink them before I started my fast, but I was like, yeah, they'll age fine in the fridge. It's not like they go bad. Dog, drinking coffee late in the evening, not a good idea. Dude, I do this stuff all the time. This would be like third or fourth glass today. It ain't gonna bother me. I don't usually drink that much, but dude, I passed out last night, bro. So we got off the stream, I went to bed. I turned on Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, and I fell asleep. The 2 nights before that, I turned on the Fellowship of the Ring on my iPad, and I fall asleep to it. I usually will fall asleep to live streamers playing Halo, but I love the Lord of the Rings so much. I'm like, dude, I could jam to this music, man, and just the words. I can listen to it all day. I'm the guy. I'm that nerd, man. I got like a Lord of the Rings banner up above my TV, dude. I got like the eye over here next to my Halo memorabilia. One of these days, if I ever get a wireless camera, I'll take you around and show you all my cool shit. I mean, cool stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be swearing anymore. I've been trying really hard to quit. I blame Trent. He got me on a rant. Trent, what do you think about today's bubbles? I threw them up while I was waiting for you. I don't know if you had anything that you wanted to talk about. I bet.
Well, news is kind of slow today. PPI data came in, and let's see here.
I want to give a shout out to Nick. Nick, if you're out there at Jiffy Lube, thank you so much for being a 435th subscriber. Guys, if you want to shout out Jiffy Lube, everybody make sure you shout out Nick, because he gave us a sub today. He was like, hey guys, I got my oil change there. He's like, hey, you want to give me a good review? I was like, abso-freaking-lutely. You want to sub to the channel? He goes, abso-freaking-lutely back to me. So, we always support good talent out there. And I know, guys, I should change my oil myself, but they give me a good discount rate, and I'm in and out in 20 minutes. For me to get under my car, it takes me a while. It takes me like an hour to do it myself, and I don't have to get dirty. So, hey, thank you, Calvin. I'll give you guys his location, but then you know where I live, and we just can't have random people knocking on my door. At least not yet. The minutes he had us waiting for that press conference, everyone just thought he died and memes flowing. Dude, I know. As soon as Trent was all like, guys, he's about to come on, I'm like, he runs about an hour late, okay, at least.
Yeah.
Hey, when I went there, Trent, they had dinner with him, he was 2 hours late to dinner.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I'm so hungry. I was like, can you imagine being the cook cooking food for like 1,000 people and be like, we got to keep all these plates warm? Like, how do you do that? How do you keep 1,000 dishes warm? I was legit thinking that,
Yeah.
I'll be like the cook. I'm like, come on, we got to get him out this door, man. I can't keep this filet mignon warm for very much longer. Dude, it was crazy. They had filet mignon there, and some people weren't even eating it. And I was like, well, can I have that? No, he's not going to die, guys. And he's not stepping down either. Don't you guys worry. Don't let Muffet talk you into any of his conspiracies, okay? Let me talk you into why the world's flat. I could do that. Let me do that before we start talking about why he's dead. What are you doing, Trent? We were supposed to... I don't remember where we were going, Trent.
Just go ahead and do what you're doing, because I'm looking for something.
Okay, guys, we'll jump in the news because it's news day. News day. Get it? Because Tuesday, it's news day. Sorry. Here's what happened in crypto today. Let's go. we got today in the crypto. The SEC and CFTC issued a joint statement for a coordinated approach to spot crypto trading in the U.S. Metaplanet secured shareholders approved to restructure shares, paving the way for up to $3.7 billion in Bitcoin fundraising. Losses from hacks hit $163 million in August. Attackers target high-value projects. All right, so we got U.S. regulators clarify rules for spot crypto trading. U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, and Commodities Future Trading Commission, CFTC, issued a joint staff statement on Tuesday announcing a coordinated effort to oversee and enable spot crypto trading in the United States. The agencies clarified that the existing law does not prevent U.S. regulations. Does not prevent regulated U.S. or foreign exchanges such as National Securities Exchanges (NSEs), designated contract market (DCMs), and foreign boards of trade (FBOTs) from listing spot crypto products, including those with leverage margin features. The move allows President's Working Group on Digital Assets Market Recommendations, which urge regulators to provide clarity and blockchain innovation with the United States. Today, the divisions provide their view that DCMs and FBOTs and syntheses are not prohibited from facilitating the trading of certain spot crypto products. Market participants are invited to engage the SEC staff or the CFTC staff as needed. Then we got Metaplanet, which I think is a Japan company accumulating Bitcoin. And they're doing the same thing as MicroStrategies. I think they first started with like $20,000 when they first started DCAing. So it's pretty crazy where they're at now at 3.7 billion Bitcoin accumulation strategy. Yeah, I was right. Japanese Bitcoin investment firm Metaplanet has secured shareholders approved to overhaul its capital structure, clearing the way for up to 3.7 billion fundraising to support Bitcoin's accumulating strategy. I really wonder how Metaplanet will do in the bear market, guys, because I don't know if they know that it dips a lot. Hey, what's up, Nesquik? I was just telling Trent I haven't seen you in like a couple of days. I was all like, I don't know if she likes us anymore, you know. So, hey, I'm glad to see you here. Always appreciate the thumbs. Literally, the thumbs that make the thumbnails. It is great. I don't know if you do that from your phone or your computer, but I'm going to assume that you do it from your phone. Flat Earth, let's go. Can you imagine making thumbs as quick if you didn't have actual thumbs? You just had like the fingers. How hard would that be? Where was I at? At a Monday extraordinary general meeting, investors backed plans to expand authorized shares to 2.7 billion and introduce a dual-class preferred stock system aimed at attracting diversion investors while preserving shareholders' control. Okay, so here's the three proposals we got. Laughy, 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 thumb, 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 thumb. Of course, I still like you guys. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. We were so worried because you were not here for a while. Proposal 1, increase the authorized shares to 2.722 a lot of shares. Proposal 2, shareholders meetings without fixed location, virtual only meetings enabled. Can you guys not read this? I just realized like the print's really small. I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, there you go.
I just zoomed in. You know how many times have I been reading these stupid things and you guys couldn't even make out my words? I could have just been making stuff up. Nobody would have knew. The lesser what I was doing, it would have been fantastic, most fantastic thing you guys would have seen, and it would have been great. I was rambling out. I was trying to do a Trump impression. The new structure offers Class A shares with fixed dividends, income-focused investors, and Class B shares that carry high. You know, it just makes it so much easier to read, too. I'm sorry, but it's like baffled me. I didn't think about that before. Class B shares that carry your risk that can convert into common stock. Metaplanet described the move as safeguard against dilution while unlocking significant funding potential for the Bitcoin strategy. Crypto thefts. Okay. A run-on sentence. You're not supposed to do that when you're reading to the public. I'm just pointing that out. So that's why I stopped. What's up, Hal? What's cracking-lacking, sir? Trent, you should grow your beard out until Bitcoin hits 150K or almost to 500 subs. Hey, that's a good idea. You could probably not quite catch up to me, but maybe pretty good. Hal, you know what's funny? I haven't shaved since we started the show.
I've had a beard trim like several times since we started the show.
He should do that. So I'd be a little jealous. Maybe he can, like, they have to do locks of love. Maybe they could do beards of love and Trent can donate his beard to me.
No.
That's so gross. Can you imagine, like, with a beard on your back? Crypto hacker scam. I'm back. This smells like monster. I'm getting sick to my stomach wearing Trent's beard. Oh, shoot, man. I just shaved today. If I go like 7 to 10 days without shaving, it starts to get super itchy and I can't handle it. Dude,
Yeah,
right?
for real.
Right? I'm past that stage now, but maybe I have a disadvantage because I don't have any hair. It doesn't get itchy if you can't grow it. Hey, you want proof? Guys, I'm sorry I'm gonna do this. I literally can't grow hair. Look at my armpit, Trent. I've never shaved. That's legit. Straight up, dude. I got like 10 puppies in there.
All right, let's move this show along.
Okay, crypto hacker scammer stole. You know what? I'm done with the news, Trent. You want it? You can have
Okay,
it.
yeah, I got you. Let me share my screen. And here we go. Guys,
TMI.
PMI data came in today. And this is the Producers Manufacturing Index or something like that. Let's see.
There is a point it doesn't get itchy, DCA. It's like, I don't know, Trent. Would you say like 2 weeks in?
Yeah. Then it comes back at odd times though. So here we go. U.S. manufacturing PMI, 53 came in at a 53 versus the 53.3 expectation. Bullish sign for crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So what this means is that it's costing manufacturers slightly less to make our products. Okay, so this is a good thing for crypto. Hence, I don't think it was only because of this, but hence we did get a green day. Where's my bouncy ball?
Ranger.
Anyways. Yeah, right. The U.S. manufacturing PMI printed 53 versus 53.3 expectation.
Oh, Trent.
Trent,
I'm gonna put you on screen.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyways,
You good now?
A slight downside surprise while remaining above the 50 expansion threshold. The source characterizes this print as very bullish for crypto, implying supportive risk momentum. What?
Can you expand it where the words are visible?
I did. I mean,
did you do control?
Well, what do you mean? Look at it now. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's red. It's yeah. I can read it now.
Yeah. Okay. This source characterizes this print as very bullish for crypto, implying the supportive risk momentum for majors such as Bitcoin and ETH. The latest U.S. manufacturing PMI data has sparked significant interest among cryptocurrency traders, with the actual reading coming in at 53 against an expected 53.3. While slightly below forecasts, this figure still signals robust expansion in the manufacturing sector, as any reading above 50 indicates growth. According to economic analysts, this resilient performance underscores a strengthening U.S. economy, which is often viewed as a positive catalyst for risk-on assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. In the world of crypto trading, such macroeconomic indicators can drive market sentiment, potentially leading to increased institutional inflows and higher trading volumes across pairs. Manufacturing PMI, why this matters for crypto. Manufacturing PMI serves as a key barometer for economic health, and its implications extend directly to cryptocurrency markets. A reading of 53 suggests ongoing expansion, albeit at a marginally slower pace than expected. Historically, strong PMI data has correlated with bullish trends in equities, which in turn influence crypto valuations due to shared risk appetites. For instance, when PMI exceeds expectations, it often boosts investor confidence, encouraging allocations into high growth assets. Traders should watch for correlations with Bitcoin USD and ETH USD pairs, where positive economic signals could push prices toward key resistance levels. So, yeah, actually, we came in. Well, what would have been really good is if we came in over expectations, because this isn't actually inflation. This is manufacturing growth. So, an increase would have been good. It would have signaled economic growth. The fact that we came in basically at expectation means that we didn't get bad news. I think that the market is on the lookout for bad news right now. And when we don't get bad news, we get a pump, which is a really bullish thing to me. That means that it doesn't necessarily take the best news in the world to pump Bitcoin right now. It just takes not getting bad news, right? So imagine when rates are actually cut. Imagine when all the ETFs start getting approved in October, right? If just the absence of bad news right now pumps the market, wait till the real good news comes. So trading opportunities arising from PMI data. From a trading perspective, this PMI release could present actionable opportunities in the crypto space. With the actual figure at 53, just shy of 53.3, it still reinforces a narrative of economic stability, which is bullish for cryptocurrencies. Traders might consider long positions in Bitcoin if it breaks above recent highs. Well, thank you, author of this article. That was real specific. What is a recent high?
He doesn't even know.
Yeah. Potentially targeting support. What is going on? Support at 60,000. Did AI write this? Look, this is September 2nd, 2025. September 2nd, 2025 is when this article was written. And why are we talking about support at $60,000 and resistance near $70,000? Dude, AI for sure wrote this. But I'm done with this article because of that. But look, here's the thing. The numbers did come out at 53, which was under expectation at 53.3. I saw that on another post. So those are for sure the numbers. And everything that I just said it still holds true. My main takeaway from PMI today is that the absence of bad news is a green light for the market to pump. So what happens when actual good news comes? That's the real takeaway. Other than that, I should have jotted down what site that was, because I'm never going to read another article from them again. But there we go. Let's dive on into the charts.
All right, let me change the banner. Charts and TA. Let's go. We're going to jump in. Oh, wait, my thing's on the screen. We're going to jump into some crazy Bitcoin news right after you go to my favorite segment. Gotcha! Haha! Guys, if you haven't already, we have a partnership with BitBuy. They treat us so good over there. Alex, you're a gem. And if you sign up with our link, you can save 20% on your trading fees. No KYC, no VPN, super easy, super slick. They have this event going until September 12th, and then they create a new one. But currently, if you're a super beginner trader and you want to get interested in trying your hand at trading, you can deposit $100 and you get a $60 bonus in trading volume. Deposit $500, you get a $100 bonus in trading volume. Deposit $1,000 if you're an advanced trader, you get a $200 bonus, which is 20% for both of these. And then also 20%, you can deposit up to $5,000 you get $1,000 trading bonus. If you don't have $5,000 around, but you do have it in crypto, you can actually deposit it. You should get your deposit that day or the next day or right around there, and you can move your money back into whatever crypto you took it from and use your $1,000 and just trade for free, guys, with that free money you got. And Trent also pointed out earlier that there's a form you can also fill out and you can get reimbursed for your losses as well, once or twice a month for a couple $100, depending what day it is. But guys, if you want to support the channel, this is another way you can do it. Just be careful out there, guys, because people do get liquidated. Don't be crazy using 25x leverage, because I don't want to see anybody liquidated. And we do get so it's like you save 20% with our link, and then we get like 5% of like that 20% or something like that in trading.
No,
or how does that work?
Well, do you want me to say our commission rate on stream? I've done it before.
Well, we get like a small percentage. How's that? Of whatever the trading fees are kicked back to us.
I mean, it's a large percentage, but
okay,
yeah.
Fine. We get a large percentage of the fees, but you save 20%. Okay, thank you guys for your support. I just wanted to point this out, and that's me and Trent just put the money right back in. We have not paid ourselves. We just do this for the community, and we have fun doing it. If anything, it gives us money to be able to pay somebody else to help us. We're going to head on over to Bitcoin and find out what's going on.
Right now, we might have enough to pay someone a small salary for, I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah. I just want to point out, too, if you guys do sign up and you go into our Discord, which is free for the next 65 subscribers, so you want to get grandfathered in, we will start charging $10 a month, and you can get access to the top ROI traders on there that shows their setups, their entry price, their take profits 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and your stop loss, and we can cater it to whatever coin you like to trade. So yeah, you guys jump on in there. We're a good group, good people, always trying to help each other out.
And after you run through your charts, I'll actually show some of the bot signals, the bot VIP trading signal live on the show. So, yeah.
Amelia says we have enough people. I need to chug my coffee. We haven't got the likes up there though, so it's I don't have to chug it yet. And hopefully I won't have to. Hopefully we'll have it down before then. Guys, we freaking crushed it earlier. I put a call out in the Discord right here, and I said, guys, we're gonna dump in the next hour or so, and boom, we literally dumped, and just like how we called it. And I said, double green dot, guys. Now we're gonna pump up to 111. That's what I said, and we came up to 111. And now we jump to the 1 hour. We jump into the 4 hour. 4 hour says we could keep going. And I said, if we do keep going, which is possible we keep going, the next range we're heading up to is, I said between 112 and 114. I think we'll land someplace in that range. And you want to take a microscope down there. When we get up to a little closer with the 15-minute 1 hour, you could probably figure out exactly where we're going to go. I said the 12 hour, I said back over here. I said, actually, I think it was right here. I said, I think we bottomed, guys, and I think we're heading up, and it's going to be good. And we have been coming up, guys. That's what I said. And we almost, Trent, maybe I'm just not seeing it right, but it almost looks like we're getting like a shoulder, a head, and a pop. Could be something like this, right, Trent? And get a shoulder. I'm just making it up as we go. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder, sorry.
Yeah, if that right shoulder builds out.
It's just something that it's potential. Or we go like this, whoop, and we do that, then I would expect a little dip like that.
Right.
So, it's something to keep your eyes on. Just exciting stuff. The Stokes and RSI are low. Strengths coming in. We got the view up of the zero line. The momentum wave looks good on the 12 hour. So I don't see no reason why we won't continue up to the upside. I think it looks good. I do think that. We jump over the daily. We did get a green dot, and it has been reversing, guys. That lagging death cross indicator probably going to end because we go to -3 or to -5, which is actually a little weaker, to a 9 to a 14 to a 17, which is showing that strength is coming back on the market. Time frames that we were bearish on were the 2-day, and the 2-day actually we have a doji candle currently. It closes tomorrow, but it's very nice, and the money flow is kind of curving up, and the momentum looks like it actually might end. So hey, check that out, yo. The 3-day, though, it's kind of iffy. But, you know, if the 2-day ends good tomorrow and the 3-day ends good tomorrow, then let's get a full-on reversal and let's get the freaking road on the go. The road on the go. The weekly's still kind of iffy. Weekly average is 109, so we're currently above that, which is a good sign to see. Hey, Trent, look at this. This candle that we have during the week, it came down and it's perfectly kissed this 21, like on the lips, like gentle as a dove on a goose's mouth. Like, I don't think you could have planned that any better. The momentum's still kind of coming down a little bit, but hey, we'll have to wait to see how that plays out. That's looking pretty nice, though.
Yeah.
2 weeks still not overly great, but hey, it's okay. It's okay, guys. We're gonna jump into the. I think it's important to go over the dominance, especially this late in the stage. Like, I don't think we should ignore it. And to be realistic, it's been cooking, man. It's still up high. We still have to have a full-on reset. Like, this is just the 1 hour, and we actually have a shoulder, head, and a possible shoulder to the downside again. So we're going to keep an eye on that. The momentum still is coming down, though. The money flow looks like it's starting to leave Bitcoin again, probably heading to the alts. We did get a golden cross, so clearly we did pump up. We do have a red dot pumping down right now, so I'm thinking this looks like a double top to me. Top and a top right here. I'm thinking we're coming back down, guys. If you zoom out on the 4 hour, this could be something is what actually happened. I'm just kind of shrinking this up. But we could have kind of did this. I'm kind of zooming out. We kind of came down. We pumped up great, and we're going to go back down like that. That is something that it is likely to play out, right? Especially this late in stage in the game. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. We went from a 1 to a -5 to a 13 to a 16, which is showing, in this weird case, is actually the bears, are gaining momentum. So we actually want the bears to gain momentum on the dominance. It's kind of backwards. We don't want the bulls to gain momentum on the dominance. What's the larger time frame saying? Larger time frame saying, you know, if I was a gambling man, I do gamble on poker, not casinos. Screw the casinos. It's rigged. But this starting to get a little bit of curvature right here, and a lot of market cipher likes curvature. The green Stokes and RSI are starting to get the curvature. Same with the strength getting that curvature. So we're going to keep an eye on this, guys, because that could be a trigger wave to the downside, which would play out the double top in the 4 hour. Now, the daily still is showing some momentum to the upside. We're really close to that 21. There's a good chance that we'll end up having to touch that 21, and then we actually drop. So we'll just keep an eye on the dominance on that. And then we're going to jump into Ethereum, and we'll see what we got cooking. You guys like to cook? I know Trent likes to cook. He promised to make me ribs next time I come over, or a nice brisket. So I'm looking forward to that. You know what's funny, Trent? I didn't tell you this today, but I was in the garbage, you know, doing my garbage thing. And this guy was cleaning his Traeger out, and he had these giant sacks of pellets. And I dumped them. I was like, all these pellets fell down. And I was like, oh, that just happened. And then as I was driving down the road, they rolled in behind my engine. I was like, oh, this guy's cooking good, man. It smells like barbecue in my truck. I couldn't get rid of that smell. Guys, I didn't tell you guys this, but I found 2 pairs of jeans today in the garbage over my size. They looked great. And I found a pair of snow pants, but I don't know if I'm going to use the snow pants. They kind of stink like dog, but the other pair of jeans are good. We drew this rising pattern before, but you really asking me what's happening right now? I'm gonna actually erase this. It's gonna bother me. I gotta erase some of this stuff. Okay, so what I'm seeing is this, and Trent, correct me if you don't see this. Okay, where would I draw this from? Right here. Just draw it back there. That's what I see, Trent, on Ethereum.
Was that on the 1 hour?
Yes. Broke out once right there, but we came back in. I mean, it really does look like a bilateral triangle. It really does.
Yeah.
Not as much, or a falling triangle pattern. Triangle. Yes, Trent. Yes. I'm right till I'm not. The 4 hour doji candle, we have a green dot. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it too on my, like what I'm looking at. But when I look at it, it's like hides on my chart. I like to have all my data in front of me. What is this blue box? Can you get this to go away?
Huh?
There. Nothing. I'm talking to myself. So we have a green dot momentum wave coming in right now on the 4 hours. Not crazy strong, guys. I'm just not gonna lie to you. Yeah, the 12-hour has not flipped bullish, but we're like borderline there. And another thing, I really don't think we're gonna dip because we have this support right here, this support right here, and we're kind of trying to come in right there. And it just doesn't look. I'm pretty sure if I go farther back too, we're gonna have some sort of support back in this range too. So I'm pretty dang sure that we're still in the bull run and we're not going to fall below this. It's not the end of the world if we do, though. I mean, we're heading to this range. I think what Tom Lee said something about we're not going to 3,800 ETH, like we're going to stay above 4K.
Not going below 4,000, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that same boat. I'd be very surprised if you do. If you haven't, guys, and you like what we do, please like and subscribe to our channel. We're here twice a day, every day. Well, I mean, Trent's here twice a day, every day, but we show up every day, and we love being here and supporting you guys, and we love giving you what we see into the Discord, which I'm going to get better at it, guys. I think I'm going to do maybe 3-hour increments, or maybe me and Trent can switch off. Like he'll do noon, I'll do 9, he'll do 3, or something like that, where we can rotate so we can get everything that we need. I bet we touch 4K. Didn't we touch it right here? We touched 4,200. We touched it right here. There's $4,064. That was a week ago, week and a half ago.
Yeah. Right.
We touched $4,067. I mean, technically, I would say that's touching 4K.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, Ted? Ted Thornton. Every time I see your name, Ted, I feel like you're an actor.
Yeah, look, I mean, Mark Newton from Fundstrat,
It's all you, Trent.
says that. Oh, okay. Let me just go look at the tweet for anyone that didn't see it on the morning stream.
And we'll jump into some other coins too, guys. Yep, Ted, I think you're agreeing with me that you are an actor. This is my extra B hat, I promise. I just had it backwards. My wife says I look sexy when I wear my hat backwards.
Can you see me on the screen or no?
Dude, we should go up hunting, Ted. So I don't know you, so I have to get to know you a little better before we go hunting. But I watched too many conspiracies, but I would love to go hunting with you. It's one of my dreams to actually hunt Australia.
I did cover this at length on the morning show, so I'm gonna kind of breeze through it right now. But we have Bitmine's August Chairman's message video. ETH tailwinds argue for ETH against Bitcoin ratio to exceed 2021 high of 0.0873. Ethereum's 1971 moment where Wall Street building on blockchain. Okay, so Wall Street created new markets for synthetic USD. In the following 15 years, Wall Street created massive innovation. This allowed for USD to become the dominant currency versus others. Investors on Wall Street equities outperformed gold. Today, 7 of the top 30 largest companies in the world at financial institutions. This same 1971 moment is happening for Ethereum. Wall Street is tokenizing more than USD. Agentic AI is creating the need for tokenized model in public chains. Similar to 1971, there is a case for buying digital gold, which is Bitcoin. But like 1971, the emerging opportunity in 2025 is the platform supporting synthetic or digital assets. In 2025, this is Ethereum. Now, guys, these guys over at Fundstrat are Ethereum permabulls. So I'm going to have a little bit of a more spread out approach. And this is probably because I'm such a big Cardano guy. But I'm going to say that, similar to 1971 and the Wall Street platform for, kind of tradeifying assets and companies. Like, guys, the new platform is not just Ethereum. It is layer 1 smart contract platforms, of which Ethereum is the dominant entity, okay? But Cardano, Solana, Algorand, HBAR, Sui, Avalanche, guys, all of the good layer 1s, there is room for everybody at the table to play, not just Ethereum, okay? Now, this thread is going to highlight Ethereum because Bitmine is basically the MicroStrategy of Ethereum. Tom Lee is basically the Michael Saylor of Ethereum. So they're going to say Ethereum over and over again, but what I want you to hear is layer 1 smart contract platforms, right? Wall Street will innovate on blockchain, tokenizing many real-world assets. And we expect many other intangibles to get monetized, from royalties to IP to agentic instructions. All of this on a layer 1 reliable censorship-resistant blockchain, Ethereum. That sounds a lot more like Cardano than it does Ethereum. Censorship resistant, right? So ETH price is reflecting this, making a new all-time high last week. Notice the 5-year base price. As Wyckoff famously says, the bigger the base, the bigger the breakout. Let's see. ETH against Bitcoin ratio points to a strong upside for Ethereum, maybe up to 0.25, which would be massive. Implied ETH values. Okay. Fundstrat head of technical strategy, Mark Newton, sees $9,000 Ethereum by January, $5,500 Ethereum by September 10th. So guys, that's a pretty wild prediction there. You know, a $5,500 Ethereum is not wild, but by September 10th, that's a nice little move. So there you have it. That's what they are saying. Now let me come over to my own charts and try to make it make sense. Let me remove 6 drawings. Come out to the weekly chart. Oh, I gotta share this tab instead. Okay. And guys, I've been drawing this line on the stream for a while now. By a while, I mean, you know, last few days. Okay, there's that green line. Guys, this green line represents a very pivotal decision point for Ethereum. The reason why is because you have a total, if you take this cluster of candles over here back in 2021, and then you take this cluster right here, I guess you could count this, but I'm not going to. Guys, you end up with a total of 13 weekly candles in Ethereum's history where it's been over $4,000. So, guys, that is, I mean, that says it right there. You know, Tom Lee and Mark Newton, those guys over there at Bitmine and Fundstrat Global, like, they're telling you Ethereum's not likely to go down below $4,000 in the near future. I mean, I'm not telling you it will or it won't, but what I am saying is that we hold this and we have a very large move ahead of us. We lose it, I don't think that we have an epic crash, but if we lose it, we're in for some more consolidation. You know, what's the difference though between this period back here in 2021 and this period over here? Well, I think that the 21-week moving average tells the story. back here, the 21-week moving average was getting pulled up through this whole time. And by the time that price got above and started closing above $4,000, well, the 21-week moving average was rounding a top. This time, we're over $4,000, and the 21-week moving average just got done rounding a bottom. It's moving up, and it just barely crossed above the 100 and the 50. So that tells the story, in my opinion. Last time ETH was challenging levels above $4,000, the 21-week moving average was rounding a top. This time, it just rounded a bottom. So, I honestly, I think that tells you everything you need to know. I do think that the odds are favoring a scenario where we don't really adjust for inflation. Correct. And Muff had said that on the stream this morning as well, right? Like, above $4,000 is not as high as it was in 2021 when you adjust for inflation. However, it's still a big move. It's still a big move. The fact of the matter is that we're above 4,000 and the 21 is just barely curving up. So if we go to if we were to go to the $5,500 level by September 10th, so I'm not saying we will, but if we did, that is still a substantial move, regardless of inflation. And guys, these assets are going to make new all-time highs, even adjusted for inflation, right? So if you say, if you want to say that inflation is 25% higher than it was in 2021, which is a lot, but it's probably true, then that means that $5,000 is the new $4,000, right? But we can't do technical analysis that way either. Like, we can't make $4,000 back here on the chart. We can't make it $5,000 now and then do it like that, right? We have to say at the end of the day that
You have to say at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you get the point. So, yeah, what is there anything else I'm missing on the charts before we cover people's coins that they want to see?
Gold and silver on new all-time high.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, that affects that. I'm assuming that affects Bitcoin in some circumstance.
Yeah, for sure. ETH can make it to 5,500. Just needs a little help to get there. Yeah, it can make it way past. It can make it way past 5,500. The question is, can we get a punch to 5,500 in the short term? And I don't know. I think it may take the rate cut before we do, but hey.
Yeah, I think the rate cut is going to make it a big catalyst. We got the Clarity Act coming out. I think that's going to be a big catalyst. We got, what else is big? It's happening in October. There's one other thing too. ETFs, a lot of ETFs, and that's maybe a second rate cut too. So we got some good stuff coming for us. Are you going to do the Discord real fast? I also pulled up. So we're going to take picks, guys, on coins to take a look at. I also, while Trent was going on his article, I was writing down certain things too to come check out, guys. That's just kind of on my radar. That's why I was scanning through it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show a couple of posts from the VIP market analysis. And guys, this is in our Discord, where if you have a BYDFi account with our link, and you deposit $100 into your futures account, you come over here to the tab that says BYDFi Verify. You enter your user ID, right here, and it's going to give you access to all of these VIP signals, scalp trading signals, swing trading signals, market analysis, and a VIP chat. So I'll give you a sneak peek at the market analysis here. And these are from last night. So we have a Bitcoin update and an Ethereum update. Now, it doesn't just give you Bitcoin and Ethereum signals. Like, look, if you go to the swing trading, look, you have a long on SWI right now. Entry at 321. This was at 10:30 last night. So you'd be doing good on this right now. What's SWI at right now? I don't know offhand.
SWI is at 333.
Okay, so 333. Like, you'd be up if you took this trade even on low leverage. You'd be doing good less than 24 hours later, and you could be flipping a profit, every day. I mean, you're not going to win every trade, but it tells you to set a stop loss, right? So if you're a trader that has trouble setting a stop loss and you're taking loss after loss after loss, and most of them are liquidations, like, if you have trouble setting a stop loss, then follow these signals for a little bit and exercise the discipline to set a stop loss by doing it. Exercise the discipline to set a take profit, to set 6 take profit levels by actually doing it, right? Work it into your system. You had a Doge long right here last night. So guys, this is not just giving you Bitcoin and Ethereum positions. Here were the scalp signals last night. You had one on Ordinal. I don't even know what tree is, but it gave you one. And that was last night. I'm not too sure I even know what bio is. I think I do, but that was also last night. Right? So you're getting these, and they're not all longs either. They do give you shorts. They are long heavy, but look,
We're in a bull market, of course.
Right? Yeah. But I do see shorts coming in here all the time. I don't see too many right now, but a couple weeks ago, I saw about half of them were shorts. Which, I mean, that tells you something, because what did we do? We dumped for a couple weeks. So There you go. Market analysis. Bitcoin USD on the daily time frame. Bitcoin has been moving inside an ascending channel, but is now testing the lower boundary. With multiple strong bearish daily crosses, momentum suggests the uptrend could be exhausted and a downtrend may follow. Key support to watch: $107,000 to $108,000. So this was last night, and this was true. Like, hey, if we lose, what it's telling you is that if we fail to hold this as support, we're in danger. What happened is that we did hold it as support so far. So it was not telling you to take any trades in this one. If you go up, sometimes the market analysis tells you to take a trade. If I can find a good example of that. Yeah, up here. On the 31st, just a couple of days ago, it told you to take a long on Ethereum. And yeah.
Those charts look bad, guys. I don't think they look that bad. We'll get into it in just a second. I think they're looking pretty good.
And we have ETH USDT. Quick trade idea. Here's a quick look at a potential buy the dip setup on ETH. The price is testing a very strong support zone, which looks like a great spot for a bounce. Why I'm bullish here. This was yesterday at 10:07 p.m. And look, these are coming from different traders. You guys do realize that, right? So that's why this one that you saw up here was more cautious. This one down here is not so cautious, right? So, you're getting a wide variety of information here. A potential buy the dip setup. Why I'm bullish here. Trend support. The orange 25 EMA line has acted like a springboard for the price during this whole uptrend. We're testing it again. So there you go. This is on the daily. This is the 25 exponential moving average, and he's showing it for you right here on the chart. Price flip zone. The gray box between $3,900 and $4,150 was a ceiling before. Now that we're above it, it should act as a strong floor. My plan, entry around 4,200 to 4,300. Guys, that's exactly where we were last night. Target, first goal is the previous high at 4,850. That's the first goal, with a longer term target near $6,000. Safety net, stop loss below 3,800. If the support breaks, we get out. Simply put, we're betting on a bounce from a key area in a strong uptrend with a clear safety plan. Guys, that phrase right there is what most of us are not good at. That last phrase that says, with a clear safety plan. But if you get in here and you take these setups, it gives you a clear safety plan. Disclaimer, this is my personal trade idea, not financial advice. Always do your own research and manage your own risk. Good luck. And show you the chart one more time. There it is, the 25 exponential moving average acting as a strong bounce zone through a significant uptrend so far. So there you go. What do you think about that?
It's good, Trent. I really actually like that segment because you show TA and he just closed himself out. He hit the wrong button. He's coming back.
Sorry, I swiped on my trackpad the wrong way. I didn't hear what you liked about the segment.
I was cracking up. I was like, I just started grinning, man. I was like, you hit the wrong button. I was saying that I actually like it because you bring in TA, other people's perspectives, and showing setups that are still relevant. And I think that's a lot of gold that a lot of people can get from this. Is literally like, hey, here's this trade. Here it is. Go out. Have fun, not financial advice. You can play it out. But so what I was going to jump into is, so you know how everybody's been talking about Will Liberty Finance and how it's been dumping?
Thank you, Calvin. Sorry. Also, hey, if anyone is just hopping in, if you have not subscribed to the channel, when you sub to the channel, we might not be the best, the biggest, the best, or the brightest crypto community on YouTube, but we are definitely the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. So join the Brew Crew.
I don't know if you guys, but
when you do so, you touch T-Square right in his banana zone, which happens to be his heart.
Jen doesn't know this. I got 2 hearts. One on my sleeve. But I was just gonna say too, we got a goal, guys. We want to at least get 1 subscriber a day. That's why we're hounding on you guys right now. Haven't picked it up yet. But so you know, I was looking at the Will Liberty coin, right? And everyone's like, it's a rug, it's dead. Well, 1, this also looks like a double hug to me. But 2, most coins don't actually start shooting up and then going down. You know, most coins just drop down. And what I mean by that, this is kind of like Will Liberty Financial. I think it's more like a DeFi play. And I just want to show you a couple of things. So here's some other dexes that we have. Here's Cake. Okay, I'm gonna jump to the monthly chart because I want to go back a lot of time. Cake was released up over here, guys. Like, you're kidding me right now. You think Will Liberty was a rug? Look at that. Look at this chart. it literally just, that's Binance, guys. Freaking things. That's what happens to a lot of dexes when they first come out. I think there might be an exception. And this is Black Hole. This is Elio's trade. Look at this. Look at the 12-hour. I'm like, you're telling me that this wasn't a rug? This doesn't even have a double bottom. At least that has a double bottom, you know. It came up, went up just a little bit, boom. And look all the manipulation to the downside, manipulation to the upside. I'm not crapping on Elio. It's probably not him. It's probably seed round investors. But I'm just pointing out most dexes have this problem.
That's suspicious. That one's real suspicious. The Black Hole.
It is suspicious. Yeah, it's sus. but I don't know how he did his seed round. The only one that I've actually seen do well is Hyperliquid, and this one sucks.
I think DCA is right about that on K.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're spot on the black hole, but like, yeah, I think if you went back far enough on K, still though,
Well,
I don't like that chart.
Yeah, well, then you got like Hyperliquid's one of the only ones that have shot straight up, and I'm not saying anything, but that makes me suspicious because that thing goes straight up. I'm like, where's the liquidity coming for hype? Like, what did they do so much different than everybody else that they go back? I bet a kid goes back to at least February 2021. Well, I'm sure if I went back to February 2021, that's the peak of the market, right?
Well,
This is November. What's the exchange? This is Bybit. When did
2021 had a peak in April and a peak in November.
I don't usually pull the Bybit chart. I don't remember when I put this up here. Well, I could probably pull it off. They really should be off Binance, I'd figure, right?
Yeah, do it on Binance.
Okay. Here it is, February. Okay, so I'll pull the Binance one, and it really shot up and then came down. So
it's still the same principle, though. I mean,
well, even still, Will Liberty is over here. It hasn't broken down yet.
Yeah, you had a few months of pop and then nothing. Like,
so all I'm saying. So then
Cardano has been up 140%. From the year's open, or maybe not from the year's open. I think for 1 year, so a year from right now, Cardano is up 140%, and that has actually outperformed Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the median market. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't outperformed a lot of things, but it sure as hell done better than Pancake Swap. So like,
well, I mean, I'm just telling you, most things dump, guys. Like here's Cardano's chart. Cardano's actually really good, but it pumped up and gave almost all of it back, and now it's continuing its uptrend. I mean, same thing like XRP came out, and people could say that was a rug, and then it came up and then it's doing its thing again. I mean, like most coins, here's a Hedera. Hedera's a fantastic project. Look, it came out.
Ooh.
They just dump, bro. That's what they all do when they first get launched. I mean, here's XLM. It comes out, shot up, boom, and gave it all back. You know, most projects has LCX, boom, it comes out, probably up here, shoot, comes down, you know.
Maybe I should immediately sell Midnight right when it comes out.
You're right. Well, I'm just saying. Like,
I'm not going to, though.
Well, you know, you come out at the beginning of a market, you know. I'm just saying, like, that was a scam work. But I'm just pointing out that a lot of things do that. So you can't just immediately call it a rug just because you don't like Trump family. That's bad. That's bad ethics, guys. You can make money in either side on whatever. I mean, a lot of people made money when Joe Biden got in office in the crypto market. I'm just saying you can't you have to be able to separate it. I mean, look at Trent. He loves Taylor Swift. Do I look like I love Taylor Swift? Absolutely not. But me and Trent are here to make money in crypto, guys. That's just what we do. LT says, are you guys shaken by the news on the government making deals with Hedera and Solana while leaving Cardano, XRP in the dust? I am. I 100% am not, sir. 100% am not.
I found my green ball.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is getting a bounce.
And you have to know too, like, if they're making deals with those big fishes, the other fishes are having deals too. They haven't made them public yet. They're just keeping their announcements close to them. Like, look at Crow. Okay, Crow's a prime example, guys. Crypto.com. Everybody was like, why are they not coming up with anything? Why is the roadmap not being updated? And they had this card close to the chest, and boom, they just drop it, and they got this whole ginormous deal with True Social. That's how it works, guys. They keep their cards close to their chest till they're ready to release it. So you can't let it be shaken, LT. That stuff's that they all got from partnerships. They all do. They're just keeping them the cards close to their chest. That's all. That's all it is. And now I have a couple coins I wanted to go over on the 12-hour, guys. I think that we have some energy for. One of them is actually Solana. And I think Solana has a trigger wave right here to the upside. Money flow's been coming in. Strength's been coming in. Stokes and RSI are high, but they've been coming up. and we have a trigger wave to the upside. And it looks like we're moving. We have a big anchor wave, another trigger wave, and even a smaller trigger wave. So I do think that we can get a play here on Solana, and we can break out this rising wedge, and boom, we go up, guys. I think that's a good one. I'm just pointing out the 12-hour. What I see, it's looking like open doors to me on the 4-hour. Like I said, we got to get above the higher high, and then I think we're golden. Another one, which I don't hold any, if you guys, you see me skipping over stuff, it's because I was looking at what I think was the best at the time, is I think we have an anchor trigger wave on Hyperliquid right now. Same thing with Solana on the 12-hour anchor wave, trigger wave, and even a tighter trigger wave right here. And it really does look like we're creating this pattern right now in Hyperliquid. So I would be expecting to move, and that's what I'm just kind of keeping my eye on. I'm just pointing out what I'm telling you. I mean, a lot of stuff, you have to have Bitcoin to kind of play along with it. We go over to the 4-hour. We do got a rounded bottom like pattern. So maybe we get it. It does look good to me. We go 2, 0, 7, 12. I see strength coming in. You know, we still have to make a higher high, but the 21's also making a rounded bottom. We also are breaking above the 21. That's a trade setup right there, guys. That's just what I see. Trent's going, I should go put a trade in on that right now.
Yeah.
You know, the second one. Sorry, I'm scrolling through because you should change it to title pick string because that's what I'm doing right now.
Do what?
Change the banner. I'm doing title picks. And then another one is where are you at? Where are you at? Boom.
You just doxed yourself, by the way.
No, I did, didn't I? Whoops. Usually Trent doxes me. But we have another anchor trigger wave. This one's not as strong as the other two, but we do have a green dot, not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure this is risk versus reward, guys. If this green dot confirms, you could front run it. That's just what I'm pointing out. Use a stop loss because it's not confirmed. You could lose it, and then when you'll dip and get your stop loss it. But we did have doji candles, 2 dojis back to back for a trend reversal. We got strength. We're literally touching the 21. If we can break above the 21, that's what I think we'll get the legs up to the upside. VWAPs looks good. It's just broke above. Green money flows coming in. Strength's going good. Stokes and RSI are looking good. Let's check out the 4-hour real quick. The 4-hour says we have open doors to the upside. VWAPs looks good. Strength looks good. Stokes and RSI also look good. And they're curving up. So yeah, we're getting a move. We have a little bit of resistance right here. We could break above it. Boom, we're right here, and we can continue. We can break out of this bilateral double top. You know, I hope we can break out of it. 21 is rounded, but we have to break above it. Okay, I'm going to the next one, guys. The next one, this is not as sexy. I get it, but as a coin, and I just have a hunch, man. I think it could be good. Where you at, Pengu? Here you go, Pengu. Shout out to Pengu, guys, because we're in this falling wedge right here. It could flag out and break out. It's so tight. We're at the little support. We really bounced off it right here. Boom, boom, boom. And we're hitting the 21. We have double green dot. There's no bullish divergence. It's just me watching it and thinking that we could break above it and we could get a whole leg up. And we did confirm the green dot. Momentum waves are going. The money flow is not where we want to see it at. But the VWAP is very strong. We have a rounded bottom. The Stokes and RSI coming up. We have a beat down. The strength's coming back into it too. We did lose a little bit of strength. We went from a 15 to a 14 right now. And we're hitting that 21. But I think, man, if we can break above it, this could be a fat leg up to the upside. We're going to jump over to the 4-hour so you can kind of check it out. The 4-hour looks like we still got open doors. We look like we just broke above the 21. And that looks nice. The money flow is still not where we want it at, though. But the VWAP is looking pretty nice. Look at that strength come in. Stokes RSI good. Now, but you're chasing a little bit. You know, so you just take that in consideration. You know, you're chasing, which means we could come back down and hit a stop loss. Stop losses are good. They keep you safe. You know, you can't win every trade in blackjack, man. So it's just a numbers game. Not hating. I'm yet to see or know anyone that has made any gains with anything Trump family. I've made a shizload of gains on the Trump family. I bought his tier 1 NFTs. I made 12 grand. I could have made up to like 24,000 in like less than a week. And then I bought his Trump coin at $8 and I sold it at $50. So I understand what you're saying, but there are, risk versus rewards. Like, think about True Social. You think True Social is going to give you gains in 10 years? The up-and-coming platform?
Yeah.
I think it will. I think it'll outperform. You can't really base gains on, like, we just looked at a bunch of charts and everything that came out. The first 2 years we're in the red, just straight up. I mean, maybe we had 3 or 4 good months. Well, you could say right now, okay, we dropped back down to 0. Now we get 3 or 4 good months, and then it could go right back down. We just have to let it play out. A lot of it's experimental. And we are yet to find out what happened with all the coins they have endorsed, and we're here before them. I hope they do well. I hope they do well too. I believe they will, actually. I do believe they will, and I will probably buy more of his coins during the bull run. Alex, how you doing, sir? Crow going to fly UFC F1 Arena USA fund announcement. Thanks to Trump. Trump loves Dana White. He's going to pump that. You 100%, dude. Crow is going to fly. You know what? Just because you're here, I'm going to watch. I'm going to jump into some. Wow, I'll jump into a second. I gotta share this, guys, because it's kind of fun. I was actually over here dinking around on. I don't know if you guys could see this. Let's see if I could zoom in. Here we go. I could zoom in. So that's that. You see, I did that, Trent. That's control. Zoom out.
Well,
spin the wheel.
On a trackpad, on a Mac, all you do is just squeeze your fingers out.
Okay, why don't you just throw that out and get a mouse? I just want to point out too, Alex, we're huge Crows fans, and we're trying to get 1 subscriber. So I'm trying to make a sales pitch to you right now. So let me know if I can get you. But I did have Crypto.com pulled up beforehand, and dude, I was reading this today. I actually want to make a video on some of Chris's stuff. It's a little late to the party, but I was listening to some stuff that he was saying. I was pulling out some nuggets because he was hinting at. Which one of you legends made this? Lions, baby. And then, oh wait, I thought I was on Chris's page. Oop. I thought I was. I am now. Here we go. Here we go. He says live now in the U.S. 5% yield on your fiat cash. FDIC insured up to $5 million, which is huge. And they're going to get into the banking thing, guys. So why bank with a bank when you can bank on Crypto.com? Is this on video? I actually might just play this. Just so you know, that was just a more loud music. There was no actual words, but it sounded nice. Let's tune in around 11:20 Eastern Standard Time. Tune in Bloomberg Business. I think I have to listen to that still. Excited to leverage our regulated infrastructure to power sports predictions markets for the underdogs. Let's freaking go. Oh, yes. I saw that he was on CNBC. But yeah, man, I'm all about it. I'll pop up some videos hopefully in the next day or two of Crypto.com.
Well, and not only that, T-Square has been on the Crypto.com train ever since I met him, which, to be fair, was only in January of this year.
Yeah, dude, I love Crow.
Yeah, and he's T-Square reached out to Coin Baron for us to do an interview with him, as well as Gold Pony, and so if anyone is new to this channel, everyone who's not new knows that T-Square is the Crypto.com guy here on the channel. So
that is correcto, Monko. What was my last coin I want to talk about? So it's actually pretty close to Pengu.
Shout out to number 436.
Oh, that's probably Alex. So that's you, Alex, isn't it? My sales pitch was pretty good. I've been working on it. I've had 435 other sales pitches before you, so I just wanted to master it. But thank you so much, Alex. You touched my heart. It's on this side. Trent doesn't know I have 2 of them.
You touched T-Square right in his banana zone, which happens to be his heart. And I already finished my beer, but you also, if you didn't already know, you joined the Brew Crew by subscribing. The most hydrated community on YouTube.
I wanted to point out too, man, we're in this falling wedge for a whiff. And granted, this might go with a lot of the other memes too, but I think that we could end up breaking out, guys. We have almost like a slanted Jesus take the wheel pattern going on right now in the 12-hour. VWAP is great. Money flow is not green yet, but the Stokes RSI are low, and they're low going up. Strength going up. We got the green dot going up, confirmed and going up. And we're starting to break out this pattern, and we're touching the 21 right now. So this could be a sweet move. We jump over to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we have open doors to the upside. We did lose a little bit of strength hitting this resistance right here. We went from a 23, 24, 17, 50. Actually, we've been slowing down now. I've been looking at it. I still think we could get an open doors. We're kind of chasing a little bit. Usually you want to get in, right at this double green dot, or you could say slanted booty cheek. But yeah, I hope it plays out well. It's all about risk versus reward. If you play it smart, you'll do good. I'm subbing now. No bananas out. Oh shoot, man, Trent, you ruined my sale pitch. What you did.
But his banana zone is his heart.
I never told him that. He just has been going with it. You just go with the flow, I guess. But yeah, I think you get some moves on whip, guys. I mean, if it could break out of this, I think there are some good gains to be had there. But those are my picks for the day. Oop, I just bumped my camera. I'm trying to slide around under here, getting comfortable. I like slouching, man. Slouching's great for your back and your neck and your spine. So if you ever want to have a stand-up desk, think about slouching first. What's your Cardano spotlight, Trent?
Yeah, let me make sure I change the banner at the bottom.
Oh, we forgot to put up a poll.
No, we've been forgetting that the last couple of days. We'll get back on it. Okay. Share screen. And all right, so first off, Cardano spotlight. Let me make sure I'm on the okay. So $136 million in Cardano shorts will be liquidated at 91 cents. And I forgot to show this tweet earlier, but the tweet that's on the thumbnail of this video shows billions of dollars in Bitcoin liquidations at 124,000. Now, that seems obvious, right? The thing that it doesn't show on the thumbnail is that, guys, the biggest area of liquidations right now is not underneath us. It's at $117,000 for Bitcoin, which happens to be the top of the CME gap. So, guys, I've been saying we have to deal with that CME gap before we do anything. And this time it's to the upside, which is nice. I like when the gaps are above us. So 136 million in ADA shorts to be liquidated at 91 cents. So there we go. That's good stuff. Just by way of reminder, the SEC must issue a final decision on Grayscale's Cardano ETF by October 26th. If approved, the ETF would put ADA on Wall Street. Just think about that for a minute. Let that settle in. ADA on Wall Street by way of an ETF, tradable through brokerages, retirement accounts, and institutional funds. Also, Cardano just became the most decentralized blockchain in the world. All founding entities are no longer members of the Constitutional Committee. Governance power has been handed fully to the community. Now, I do realize I've been saying that for many months, right? Governance is fully in the hands of the community, but it is a several step process. Like, until literally just now, there was a hybrid constitutional committee. And the way that worked is that half of the constitutional committee was composed of delegated representatives from the community. When you stake your ADA and you delegate with a stake pool operator, you delegate the voting power. You don't lock up your ADA. It's liquid staking. And by the way, Cardano is the only chain in the top 20 that truly has liquid staking. You don't go through a third party You don't go through even Hedera, you don't go through a third party like a DEX or some kind of staking service. You don't go through a third party to stake your assets. You stake directly on chain with your wallets. I know that's a lazy way of saying it. It's all on chain, right? But you stake directly with your wallet, communicating with the chain, rather than through a DEX or some other kind of service. So liquid staking, but you delegate the voting power that you're that is the voting power that is the voting power that resides in the amount of ADA that you hold. You delegate that voting power to a stake pool operator. And if that stake pool operator is also a delegated representative, then they vote as part of the Constitutional Committee. For the last several months, the Constitutional Committee was composed of the community, delegated representatives, and founding entities. Now, there are no more founding entities in the Constitutional Committee. It is only delegated representatives by the community, by the people, for the people.
What's the Cardano Treasury, Trent? Isn't there like almost $200 million that the Treasury has access to, or like 150 million?
More than that, I think it's more like 600 million.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You want to make a bet?
Well, no. I mean, I'll just look it up. I mean, how much ADA is in the Cardano Treasury? Yeah, 1.7 billion ADA.
Well, that's not in the Treasury.
Yeah, Treasury and reserves.
Well, that's like $1 billion. That's not right.
I mean, this is Treasury and reserves responsible for spending. So
well, I mean, but that's Treasury and reserves, but that's not
Treasury. Here, as of the Cardano Treasury holds.
Where's freaking ChatGPT? Where's Grok?
Well, that might not give you a.
Okay, you know what? I'm asking Grok anyways, guys.
The Treasury $1.57 billion. Why are we interrupting the segment to argue about this? I don't know.
It's important.
Well, I mean, we all know it's a lot.
Okay, keep going. I'll fill it at the end.
Okay. Anyways, governance power has been handed over fully to the community. So, there you go. That was actually the last point I was making. And then, yeah, that was it.
I love you, Trent.
Okay. Likewise. Thinking Bitcoin Cash is breaking out to the upside? Yeah, probably so.
So this says you were right. Wait, this is the end of 2022.
Well, yeah, there's a lot.
So I guess you're right. So it's 1.1 billion.
Yeah, which is much closer to 600 million than 100 million. Yeah, I mean, I read this stuff every day. I'm going to be in the ballpark.
Well, there you go, guys. We get you the alpha.
So yeah, that was about all I had.
All right. Well, I guess we can wrap it up. Go ahead and wrap it up then. I thought I was going to say something else, but I can't. Oh yeah, I did. I was going to say something else. I wanted to show you guys What the fuck? Oh, I didn't remove you. What the fuck? Hey, everybody just left. We just lost those 6 people over there. They don't get to see this. They don't get to see the liquidation heat map, guys. We do have some hot liquidations at 106. Not too many, man. Not too many. We got a little bit at 109. Those are the 25x leverage people. They usually don't make it. No offense to anybody who uses 25x leverage. If you do, good luck. Good luck, Chuck. I can't make it. I'm not that extreme. If I show you that I made it, I lost 25 times before I made it that one time, but I'll make it all back on that one. We do got shorts that want to be smacked down at 126. This is a 40. Let's check out the week on the weekly. We do got some down there at 106, but like Trent was pointing out, that 116 level, there's no reason why we can't come up and cut all these shorts out and push us up to the 116 level. Liquid staking is good if you want some liquid brewing. Just saying. Just saying, dog. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say we're out of the woods yet, but it feels pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident that we'll get a fake out in September. I think,
Did you guys tell us why ETH is so disappointing? No, but we did tell you that Ethereum has only been above $4,000. This is a very quick recap. Ethereum has only been above $4,000 for 13 weeks in its entire history. And the thing that's different about this time as opposed to 2021 is that the 21-week moving average is rounding a bottom, as where in 2021, when we were over $4,000, the 21 EMA or the 21 moving average was rounding a top. So it's a very different story, very bullish in my opinion. And I'm not disappointed at all.
I'm not disappointed. I was disappointed in ETH 2 weeks ago when we were at $1,600. That was kind of disappointing. Not 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago. That made me feel a little disappointed because I was like, dude, it's right where it's not nearly where it needs to be for this bull run to really kick it. And then it just shot up like crazy. Like we traded between $1,600 and $3,000 for like 3 years, and all of a sudden, 2 weeks it breaks up from its lowest point. So that just tells you that it's got some gas, man. And if we can do that, make a jump from $1,600 to $4,800, that's like a $3,000 increase. There's no reason why we can't make a $3,000 increase from where we're at in 2 weeks. So, hey, I think that's pretty bullish, guys. I do. But I think that's it, right, Trent?
Yes, sir.
All right, hey guys, thank you 437 for jumping on in and subscribing to us. You touched Trent right in the banana zone, which is his heart. You find it located on this side of the screen, right below his brown shirt. Guys, we're here for the community, and we love being part of the community because we are you and you are us. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, check us out in the Discord, guys. We're a fun bunch in there. We're always talking about, I would say, a lot of stuff. We talk about charts and real life. Me and Trent still cleaning it up, but I'll clean it up as we're trying to separate where we can just have our own channel with our own calls. But we just help each other out. If you ever want a second pair of eyes, you can jump in there, post your pictures in there, what you're looking at in the charts, and a bunch of people will give you pointers on it. I'll give you a different perspective. But we'll be back. Oh no, I will be back tomorrow. Trent will be back tomorrow morning, I think. Right, Trent?
Yeah.
Trent will be here tomorrow morning. I'll be here in the evening. We'll give you updates throughout the day in the Discord. So if you have it, jump on in there and we'll be back. All right, guys. Peace.
Cheers.
Most hydrated community out on YouTube. Trent, my banana zone.